Hey everyone, hello, welcome to Magnolia's Live Design Day. We are going to design today in downtown Norfolk, Nebraska and make some amazing arrangements. For those of you who are DIY peeps and you love creating, this is your funnest day of the week. It's the time when I just take all the stops out, pull all the stops out and make some awesome designs and give you guys some inspiration to do them yourself. Or if it's just fun to watch and you're not a maker, we're going to make some for you. We can take orders as well. Hello, my name's Amy. I am your live designer today. We've got our drinks, we've got our hot glue, we've got our tools, and Kate is going to drop links for you. She's ready to roll. How are you feeling today about the whole event? A couple hours going. Couple hours of designing. So if you are in it for the long haul, make sure you got your drink and your comfy slippers and cozy shirt, because it's going to be one of those days where it is just a marathon of designing. Good morning. We are on YouTube this morning, everyone, on Facebook and vice versa, YouTube, Facebook simultaneously. If you like to see a large format, yes, jump over to YouTube, search Magnolia's NE. NE for Nebraska, Magnolia's NE, and you'll find our channel. You'll see we're live there when you locate our channel. It is a great way to see a larger format camera because YouTube is a horizontal format camera. So if you do want to jump over, hey, go for it. We got plenty of time here. Happy to do that. And make sure you get yourself situated in whatever way you want to see it going. I am going to design today with a cool bundle of new mossy branches. These are great. It's a bundle.
Like everyone's hopping on. Hello, Sue. She was the first one to say hello on Facebook.
Hi, everybody.
Vicky, Sharon. Hello. Julie's the first one on YouTube to say hello. So we are live on Facebook and YouTube at the same time. You can find the links to everything in both places.
Welcome.
So whatever is more enjoyable for you to watch. YouTube's camera is higher up, angled down. So if you are a crafter and want a better angle, then that is where I would recommend as you go to YouTube.
Better, wider view, a little easier to see perhaps. Plus, you can zoom in on YouTube. We're going to make sure all these products are linked up to the best of Kate's ability. I just realized I don't have a tag for that.
Probably as you go to use it, tell me the name, and then we will go from there. Do you have a pen? Okay.
I have a pen. I have a tape measure. I have tools. I am set. And we also have coffee and water.
Yep, we'll slow design today. So ask questions as we go, and we will be taking orders for these designs as well at a deal price. If you didn't know, all everyday greenery, bushes, vases, planters, base florals like wreaths and garlands, those are all 20% off this weekend through Monday. So we're starting the weekend. We're having a long weekend here.
It is. It's going to be a good weekend to get some things bought that will potentially, if you're making things, maybe it's going to be like wedding gifts for your season ahead, or it might be that you want to just do some neutral items in your home, and I can show you ideas for how to be converting them into seasonal, just add a few things for the patriotic season is what we're working on next.
Yep. So go ahead and just say the name as you use it, and then I'll pull it up.
Let's drop the links for some basics first, right off the bat. Block of foam. And we'll talk about some moss. And I'm going to see if I can get this tag off of here, which I should have done already, so we can save the barcode, but that might be a stretch. I'll just write it down.
Yeah, write the SKU down.
Sculpted modern planter. Okay.
And I'm going to be putting links on both Facebook and YouTube, so it might be a little slow, but we'll get there.
She's very quick at it, but I sometimes go too fast. So be patient if she's a little doing her best and I'm talking too quickly. This is an 1850, foam. I said foam. First we're doing foam.
Yep.
Today, foam block. Ooh, it's coming up on sale. I didn't realize that was happening. Guess what? $4.79. Oh my goodness. This is the premium design foam that I've been carrying for years as a professional silk floral designer. This is the professional silk floral design foam. Super fine, not thick and crunchy. The stems will insert and remain inserted. It's like very very great holding foam. So you've got a nice dense, makes it just a small hole around the stem, and that's what helps it stay. It is on sale today. Also, we have mosses. So today I'm going to use the green sheet moss and cover my design foam in my bowl. That is one of my preferred greens for covering foam if you're going to be seeing into it. So that's why I use this one. I just like that this is going to be a little bit more of a loose green plant design, and that gives me a really modern finish in the event that you can peek through at the mechanics. I'm just going to wrap it around there. That is our sheet moss. We also carry, and I will be using at some point, gray Spanish moss. And I don't have the sample, but we should have green sheet moss.
You showed the sheet moss.
Green Spanish moss.
Okay.
It comes in a bag this size. These are preserved mosses, by the way. So this is super clean gray moss, very soft because it's preserved, so it's not crunchy and dusty. That is something that will drive me over the edge. You certainly don't want to see it that way either. And then lastly, just for fun, I'm going to show you what's in this little bag of goodies. If you're doing fairy gardens this year with your kids or grandkids, the fairy garden indoors or outdoors might benefit from this preserved moss mix. Super cool. I was going to do the tray design with this, but I don't think we're going to get to it, so I'm just going to show you what comes in this bag. There is assorted types of moss, and these are just some of the supplies we carry because we know you want to use what we use. So in this bag, there's little bark chips, small wood bark chips. There is a peat moss type of thing that is dyed and preserved. This is awesome. It's really soft citron green reindeer moss in the bag. There is green sheet moss in the bag, and I think that's it. Just looking to see what else. So it's a really cool assortment, and if you're doing a terrarium with succulents, whether it's real or faux, this will give you all the different kinds of moss. Oh, here it is. A lichen branch, lichen moss covering a branch in here. It's all going to be an assorted mix. You can use it also if you're doing real orchids. This is going to be an orchid mix that you could put around the base of a real orchid. Now I've made a good mess. And this is just a fun way to get an assortment with one purchase. You don't have to buy lots of bags of different things. So let me dump that back in here because I'm going to make something.
She's excited for this weekend. We have lots of designs to show you. Hello, Barbara.
I'm excited to have you.
Yes, we are live on YouTube as well. If you like that angle better. Hello, Jennifer in Holland. We got lots of people hopping on. Hello,
hey, everybody.
Hello. Our text just went out. If your friends are not on, please drop a comment and tag them or share this with them so they know to join or can watch later to get some inspo. So today we're going to be live from 11 to 1 Central. Tomorrow, our normal 9 to 10. And then also Monday, we get to do another live design. So you'll have 3 different days of inspiration for the sale.
Back to the design of the planter. This is the sculpted modern planter. This is plastic. I don't know if you can tell. But the other day, I needed something for an office. And this just turned out so good and simple. I thought it's a great way to start and get you going on how some of these easier things can come together before we get addressing the harder items. So a basic green planter that anyone can do. This is also going to be the focal point. It's a pothos. I believe it's called a marble pothos, but this is the one that has no tag. So just telling you.
Yes, UV Protect Marble Pothos. So all of these everyday greenery pieces are going to be 20% off Friday through Monday only.
So both the plants that I'm using individually and the designs by special request, that's how the day is going to go. Just like a Monday live design day, when I make things, they're one-offs and they will be copied by request should you want one. Are we naming them today? Is that how we're
need to name them, and we will. That will be the thing. Can I have that paper, or are you going to use?
I didn't cut it apart, and I just know that it won't need glue because once I inserted that single stem deep into the bowl, it's not going anywhere. And this was a full block of foam in this specific bowl. By the way, this bowl comes in red as well. If you need a dose of red, it is the only red container that we have in our inventory, so grab that. And then we're going to use half of this bundle of 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bendable branches. These are awesome. This is the, are you scanning things today?
Can you just put that by me? And
yes,
then,
there you go.
And then I'll deal with it.
So this moss twig bundle is a new item. It's a pretty soft gauge wire, like it's not super stiff, but you can see it holds its shape. So we're just going to put a couple of these in here, and I think it's going to add some texture and interest without, I just have to figure out how I want to pin them down.
Are you using the whole bundle?
I'm using half exactly. I'm going to pin them from the center and use a piece of wire or a small stem to just anchor it right from the center like this. Yeah, that's what I want to do. I'm finding a spot. It's actually kind of sitting with the plant.
I don't know if you've ever shown this in a live before. This
I don't know either,
twig.
but
I
I'll
can't
have
remember.
3 more pieces I'm going to use on the lantern perhaps. That's my theory. Okay, let's just put this underneath here.
Hi, Joanne. Robin said, what a great
Hi,
way
guys.
to start the weekend.
Well, I think so too. I am ready to get rolling. I have so many fun things I can design for you today. If you're going to hang out for the long haul, it's going to be a little wild. There's lots of variety. We're going to do some blue, everyday blue decor accents. That would be like lake or water vibes. What is that called? Our waterside, or what we called our collection with the lake look. I forget. So this is a set of 3 of the branches. I have curled and swirled them. I'll hold this up in a minute here. I'm going to cut a piece of heavy gauge wire or use the end of a stem that you had cut off from something else. Like around our flower shop design area at the store, we have a stash of stems in a drawer that you might come across for various reasons, that you might need an extra piece of stem to elongate something. So the bundle of 6 on sale today for $10. Bundle of 6 moss branches, sale price $10. That is an interesting addition. Let me shape this back down and show you. Then you can just let these curled pieces show amongst the pothos. It kind of gives it a modern but detailed, not so simple. It needs to be a little bit more elevated than such a basic plant that is boring. So that's why we're putting some moss branches in it, just to give it a little something. You know what I'm saying? Is that another word you could say? We're zhuzhing it. We're zhuzhing it.
And that pothos is UV too, so if you need to put this
Yes.
on a windowsill, you don't have to just use UV outside. You can put it where you have plants and windows. It'll help resist fading.
So I'm just pinning it down with a couple of wires bent into like a hairpin U shape, and then glue applied, and pressing that over the top of the branches and pinning it down. So it's not rocket science, but that's how I'm making those stay. And then as I finish the design, I might shape them a little bit more. But otherwise, they're in there. You can kind of see that loop there. There's the loop. And the curls hanging out the front are going to be more visible as we go. Next up is this fern. So one of my very favorite things, wish I could keep real ones alive, is a maidenhair fern. This is a unshaped maidenhair fern bush. It is one of my favorites because it has a real touch feel to it. When you shape it up, the small silicone type of fern fronds do soften and look extra realistic with shaping. So you just have to shape and shape it. And that is going to be a super full bush that I can get lots of different designs out of if I pull it apart, or I can use the whole thing intact. It is outdoor safe. This has proven to do quite well outdoors, even though it doesn't claim to have UV coating properties. In my experience, it has done well. The other thing to note about this stem construction, do you see this plastic stem base here? And all of the fern fronds are going into what is essentially a plastic cap. So one trick of the trade is if you get your pliers out, it's hard to do it by hand, and you pull on one of the stem sections, pull straight out, you're going to get a longer stem because there's a wire deep into the cup plastic cover. So by pulling it apart, you get longer stem segments, and you will have, in the end, just a plastic cap left, and they all pull out. So little sneaky tip, I've shown it many times, but repeating everything I'm doing today, even if I told you before. So this maidenhair fern, we're not going to need all of it, Kate. We will use half. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we'll use 4.5 pieces, and that will be great plenty.
Does that planter come in red? I feel like
yes,
it maybe does.
It does. Mm-hmm. 5,
I don't know if
6,
it's called the same
7,
thing
8, 9.
though. Let's see.
It might not be, but it is the very same shape and size, and it is red like my pliers. Fire engine red, so that's a good one. We're going to use half of this to be strategically at half. Okay, this design, just like everything else, is going to be for sale by request if you want one. We're going to name this just a simple plant design. If anybody wants to be the namer today, go for it, because you're all welcome to throw names out there, and then we'll pick one, label it, and add it to our catalog of items for the day.
And so all of the pieces that Mom is making today will be available to order. And as a special thank you for watching the live this weekend and through Monday, really, we're going to give you 20% off any of these custom order designs that she's making. So it doesn't actually apply to any of the pieces, the floral designs online, but any of the pieces that she is making during these lives, Friday, Saturday, and Monday, you can order for 20% off. You just have to request them by Monday night. So we have to have an email or a Facebook message by Monday night requesting one of these pieces, and we'll honor that 20% off deal on these designs.
So see how simple it is? When you get the fern in there, it just becomes like an airy, soft, interesting, nearly realistic looking plant arrangement. And sometimes for office space, which is where I originally came up with this design, I used it in an office, it is just the touch of green that emulates a real plant that room needs. You just don't always have to have overkill, full-blown flower arrangements. And today is about greens. Greens and simple flowers that are part of our everyday collection. We have a little blue, we have a little purple, we have a lot of white. All very popular options for everyday design. And these items, which don't regularly go on sale, are now part of the weekend sale. So if you're watching this in replay, welcome. If you're watching up to, what is Monday's date?
The 20th, I think.
The 20th?
Yeah, the 20th.
If you're watching through the evening of April 20th, these will still be on sale for you. So you will be able to have that sale price of 20% off by requesting them by that evening. I mean, you could just send a quick email that night and say, I'll take one of those.
Oh, good. We have a name. Terry said Pothos Haven. We'll call it the
Thank
Pothos
you.
Haven centerpiece.
I love it. It's just a simple design, and that indicates serenity. Good call. I agree.
And Kayla will be totaling these up for us, and she'll bring them back, and we'll do a little recap once we get stuff totaled.
Hot glue everywhere. So look how simple you can get started designing something like that. We used half of the bush. We used half of the moss bundle to put little curly accents. There was 3 curly accent stems in here, and 1 singular pothos bush, along with an inexpensive container at $18.50 was on sale 20% off today, like all of our containers are. I have so many great containers to show you today, and I think you're going to enjoy an overview of containers at 20 off, an overview of greens at 20 off, and I'll just keep showing products as we go along, and you'll have, by the end of the 2 hours, seen pretty much everything. We'll try. I'm doing my best.
Hi, Sharon.
Hey, everybody.
Sharon Dietz saying hello from Vegas.
Hello.
Or is there a market already
is there a
right
market
now?
down there?
Or are you just there for fun?
I don't know. High Point's not at Vegas. All right, is that where you're at, really? She was just in the store the other day. I didn't know you were heading out.
Hello, Brenda. Hello, Pauline. Lots of people hopping on. Happy Friday. Let's get the weekend going right.
Is it Happy Friday? Is that what they say?
Friday.
I don't think I have a spot for this. We're going to set it over here.
Well, I need to take it.
you need to take it.
Yeah.
In addition to a simple black container like that, I'm going to interject a few containers as we go along and simple items. This is a one only, grabbed it from the back shelf. I believe its friends are gone. The Kelly metal planter was $45.50. I'll hand that to Kate so she can scan the barcode. If you are a lover of black and white decor, we've got beautiful vases behind me, and this piece, this is going to hold a fern, or it's going to hold a 8-inch pot of something real. If you want to stick a real plant in here,
what was it called?
It's metal. This is the Kelly metal planter. There were 3 sizes. I only see the single one on the shelf. One person gets this piece today. Do you see the rattan in the X's? So it's punched metal with rattan woven through.
Is that the large?
It is. This is the large. Does it say large on it?
So that's going to be 20% off today, whatever size it is. It'll be 20% off.
There you go. Which means the price is coming up at only $38.40. It's a one-off. I would probably put a big fern in it. I just think it's screaming fern. So I'm not going to design in it. Somebody grab that, get yourself a fern and put it in there because it's an amazing piece.
Yes.
Behind me as well, if you're a black and white lover, we're gonna, before we switch to green blue.
Kayla is totaling up the design for us that Mom just made. If you want to order any of the pieces, you'll get 20% off these custom orders. Go ahead and email Kayla. She'll be the keeper. I even typed it wrong. Sales, plural, at magnoliasonline.com. We'll make sure we get that. Send her an email, and we will start crafting those pieces for you. So, Robin, if you are after the design, go ahead and send her a message. Otherwise, the link for the planter is there. And I'll let you know when she gets stuff totaled, and we'll take a break and go through all those things.
Would you like to scan these, or do you think you can find them?
I don't know the names.
I don't either. That is the plan. So these pieces are also in the black and cream color palettes. Before I switch gears and move to blue, they're going to stay behind me.
None of that company's barcodes work. Can I read the SKU if you just hold it over here?
Do I need to turn it? They are beautifully done with this drippy glaze over the top. I don't even know how they've done it. The drippy glaze is grayish. You can see how it turns gray where the border goes here. They are, I think, elegant, just used simply with nothing in them. We did amp up the backdrop with this awesome new chenille amaranthus, which is crazy cool. If you've been in the store or watched my walkthroughs, you've seen the amaranthus as the star of the show in one of my new displays. It is a cool thing to use. It also comes in burgundy. These have not been on sale yet, so today's your day. If you want a sale amaranthus, grab that. It's an awesome piece to use draping out of a wall basket, or if you're doing a big dramatic wreath indoors, that would be outstanding as well.
The vases, by the way, the large is going to be on sale. It was originally $120, now $95 this weekend.
Okay.
And the medium was originally $73, on sale for $58 this weekend. So
I think that's all my black and white.
Piece of those.
Unless anybody needs a baby situation. I was looking for its friend. This is the small New Age, 2 words, New Age terracotta, 2 words.
I think it's the last one.
Some of these things are going to be last call items because it's warehouse clean out time. So he's on my shelf. He holds a baby fern perfectly. Plant that little guy up.
He's clearance for $4.99.
Oh, well, there you go. $4.99. We have a couple small little bushes like this that come in very handy for, this is the UV Protect leather fern, perhaps? Leather fern. We have a small little button leaf, perhaps, is what the other little guy is. They are so great for this type of thing. It's going to tuck into your bookshelf and add a little something something or become a tray item. So black and white, one of my favorite combos in my house. I have a lot of black and white going on. For sure I do. Okay, I am about to switch gears to go to this blue-green color palette. I'm very excited about blue and green. It's just the most soothing color palette. You know what I'm saying. You've all been places. If it's not your home, you've seen it. So we have some gorgeous blue powdery to accent your home. This is going to be, you can try it. It's also the same brand. So this combo, we have many pieces going on for you today in this green and blue gorgeous combo. These two.
I'm gonna figure out why none of the
barcodes don't work.
Can you make a note? None of the Sage Rip barcodes work. It's driving me nuts.
She needs like a little. You need a mic on your lapel.
I have a mic right here.
I mean a Walkie-talkie.
Oh, I need like an earpiece.
You need
That's what you
earpieces? She needs an earpiece.
Kayla and I need an earpiece.
Like a Secret Service agent.
Secret
You guys need to
Service.
communicate together.
Those are the Astoria.
Very nice. Aren't they gorgeous? They're actually quite heavy. So it radiates or gradient up to almost a turquoise up here. I would call that turquoise, aqua blue, green, cream. Obviously really narrow openings. That's about 1 inch to 1.5 inches, which is why it just needs simple stems. And today is all about greenery. If you're jumping on late, welcome. It's live design of everyday stems and bushes, which will include the background bases, the green garlands, white stems, blue stems that are falling in our everyday category. Some orchids may fall in that category. These pieces definitely, and this one has a funny title. You might need to scan it. I can't remember the name of this guy.
And I want to say
So
family time, but I don't know if that's right.
something you use all year round. Mix it with color in the summer. Leave it plain when it's January and you don't know what to do. This is that kind of stem. It's a version of eucalyptus, and it has
Captured
enough.
in time.
Oh, I knew it had a funny name. 2 stems are all this guy needs up here. 2 stems, and you could separate these two and go like this and like this. Or you could put them together like I had it. This Java fern is a real touch fern. Well, he's kind of plastic, kind of real touch. It's a combo. I don't know how we note it online, but I've got 2 different fern styles that fall into this kind of look where it's simple, basic, but interesting. So then they lend themselves to a modern look. This little set of 3 stems would also look great in the black and white vases behind me, FYI. If you need just simple greens, today's the day you're going to get 3 stems like this, all 20% off. The Java fern today is $5. This whole thing is $5. Today. Grab those up, guys. It is not an outdoor item, although it could be okay outside. The makeup of the product would weather all right. It just, we don't know about its fadeability.
Those vases are really beautiful.
They are. I'll set them off to the side here. I think you can still see them if you're on YouTube there. And we're going to get designing this lantern that will have a little blue worked into it. What I love about these lanterns is that they're green, and it's really hard to find cool colored lanterns. This is the one that I found for you. So check that look out, and then we're going to put some nice viney stuff in here. We're going to use these. And there goes my thing. Yep.
Let's start with the Gothic lantern, and then I'll get the links prepped here. And then once we're done with this design, Kayla has totaled that first one, so we'll show that off.
Do you want to do that first before I start?
Whatever works.
Okay.
So many people wanted it.
Everybody excited about this? It's totaled and ready.
I didn't write down, I guess, I didn't tell Kayla we're going to do 20% off.
Okay.
Just for custom orders.
It came to $86, so it will be $17.20 off. $64 ish, 65-ish right here. That'll be the price for today.
Before Monday the 20th.
There you go. And that is how we're going to do the day, guys. We'll make these things up. Kayla will help us by doing the pricing. We'll bring them back, introduce the pricing, and if you should like one, email us or Facebook message us, both places, or do you prefer emails today?
Email is preferred. Email works the best.
Okay. Email's preferred and works the best.
If you're on Facebook and you just need to hit that
I need some blue
button, then that's fine too.
Okay, blue. I'm going to use this today. I got to decide which blue. I guess I was still up in the air when I got started.
Do you want that behind you on the mantle?
It just doesn't seem to fit.
Okay, then I'll set it right
here. Yeah, I tried before, but I don't want to knock something off. So let's see about these ranunculus. We're linking the lantern. We got the lantern up right now. It is a regular priced item today. We're using the lantern as a prop and designing something that will work with this if you like it, or you maybe have your own thing at home. Which do you want me to start talking about stems first?
Pull up whatever you
or
talk
give you
about.
tags. I
need tags. I need all the things.
She needs all the things. Let us talk about this big branch for starters. This is unusual. I've not used it before to my knowledge. It is one of many twiggy things that we have. This one's new. I have not had it before this year, and it has 2 tones of color. Let me see if I can hold it. in a way that you can see the color.
ISLA, the Isla twig branch.
Okay. It has a brown base with a wash of green over it, kind of a sagey green over it.
I feel like it has a gray color over it.
Gray to green? Yeah, it could be gray. 2 tones at any rate. Big branch. This is an indoor item. It will turn turquoise if you put it out in the sun. I will guarantee that. I can tell by the feel of it because it's kind of got that rubbery feel, and the coating does discolor. So we're going to take this and use this structure as the base. And when I complete this design, the base is going to do this. And that's why I want to make my fullness here in the middle, and then let the branch wing up and wrap through my lantern. So you can envision how this could work in other types of lanterns. Use your imagination. You might have a structured piece at home. That will be the ultimate base for this design. Then we need 2 gorgeous ivy stems. This is going to be dusty and blue. These pieces are English ivy sprays in a frosted finish. If you like this colorway, I'm using 2 of those, by the way. I guess I need to tell you that. This frosty finish is available in a bush, very limited, but it's there. So I did witness at least a couple on the shelf. A bush that would have long trailers, short pieces, and in a bush form. If you like that, it's available. I'm going to use that as the starting point to my swag. It's essentially going to be a swag. So we're going to lay those 2 things end to end, let them meet in the middle. And then if you noticed, the branch comes all pointing one direction. I bent part of it backwards towards the stem to create what is essentially then a balanced piece. That is my start to my swag. It's pretty easy when you build things like this, but you know what you need to do? I have to backtrack now. While she links up these 2 succulent pieces that I'm using here, I am going to wrap some wires.
Using 2 of them?
2, because I forgot to wrap wires, and we're going to need to be able to wrap all this at the ends. Forgot. Basic step necessary. By the way, we sell tape. We have just brought in high quality floral tape. Yay for us. We found somebody who will, I didn't want to like wholesale, be the third person wholesaling it. I wanted to sell it for less. So we found a direct supplier who imports it for us. Now, brown tape is going to be by the roll. We also have green. So we have 2 kinds or 3 kinds of colors for sale. 2 colors. Okay, brown and green. I wrap and roll my wire into my tape. I don't know how to teach people to do this very well because it is something you just have to mess with, but you pinch the start of your tape around the wire. You have to, of course, pull your tape taut to get it activated, and everybody tries to wrap the tape around the wire, but you don't. You roll with this little pinchy, twisty motion. You roll your wire at an extreme angle into your tape. That's the best way I can describe it. It takes practice to get it nice and tight and not overuse your tape. That's all I can say about that. Give it a go. See if you can make it work. The reason I do it is it makes your wires tacky. And I should say we will sell you these 22 gauge wires as well because this is floral wire and 22 gauge is my favorite weight. So you'll get a bundle of 5 22 gauge wires, and that is how we put together these swags. We use the taped wires because it's a very professional finish and we're known for high quality design. You do not have to tape your wire. It is just one of those things that our team does. I have always done. We're laying these 2 succulent pieces into our, what is essentially a wired swag. Let me lay it this way so you all can see where I'm at here. We're butting the 2 pieces end to end. They're going on top of my stack. Next up, I don't think I've decided if I need this guy. Sure, why not? Let's go overboard and use it all. I will tell you, not knowing the prices of these exactly, by using 3 pre-made pieces, it will run the cost up. Let's see what it comes out to. Just for instance, you could leave this step off if you don't need it to be very full. but we're just going for it today. Nothing I'm designing is pre-added or very planned out. It's all kind of concepts that I am making up as I go. So I'm going to lay that piece fanned out. You can see how I fanned and shaped it. It has hops and this pod, which almost looks like an olive, but it's like a pod spray. And then these dusty fern pieces, which are awesome, and the eucalyptus. So it's a combination of plastics, flocked items, and fabric on a wired stem. An indoor item. We are all indoor right now on these products here.
Oh, Jennifer's got us a name. English Romance.
Oh
swag.
my. Okay, she has got a plan. Then we're going to add some blue. You know, I'm not loving this blue. I wanted a blue berry, but I feel like I went looking and came back empty-handed on the blueberries. What's your opinion, Kate? Ranunculus or no ranunculus? It's kind of chunky and sticks out.
I don't know if I like the ranunculus.
I don't know. It's available.
I don't know if it needs it.
Let's link it. We might use it in a wreath. I have a wreath planned as well. This is a decorator item, a designer item, you might call it. When we buy stems that are decorator colors that are not like a fresh look, then they're more of a decorator look. So it's going to be your home decor color, and the reason you'd use this is to match blues in your home. I wanted to amp up the blue, but I think this is chunky, and when it lays in here, it's going to be like a berry would be looser and airier. Maybe I could cut this thing. Let's do that. We'll just cut a couple off this bush and make it more complicated because I'm using part of another item.
Did you put the tag in here?
I didn't. It doesn't have one once again. There is a second one here though. Here. It's over here.
Foliage.
Here.
Berry, Blue foliage seed bush.
Okay. So then I guess if you want to write that down.
Yep, I can.
That way we're going to need it again. And
you're going to use?
I am going to use 3 pieces.
3 pieces out of?
So which is 2/3 out of 5. 5 pieces in a bush. We'll put that back over here. Maybe I'll get that done. This is a really pretty plastic berry on a plastic stem in a bush form. So it's kind of a nice structure. The berries don't have wire in them, but the stem they're attached to does. This will get us the blue I'm after. I want these next few pieces to coordinate and look good together. So that's why I kind of wanted blue. This is a berry that's a little harder to use.
Oh, these are the last 2.
Oh no.
Oh no.
We shouldn't even use them then.
Well, you already cut that one, so I'm taking it out of inventory. But yes, it says there's only 1 now. So maybe don't use it?
Is there any at the store?
No.
Okay, we're not using it because we have to be able to make more. Well, we're emptying the warehouse. Did you get that memo?
Definitely.
The memo about emptying the warehouse means nobody's reordering any of this stuff. It is time to move inventory in just a couple of weeks. We know we can use the moss branch.
So if anybody wants that last seed bush, or honestly, if you want the one Mom cut up,
we can send it to you.
We can add that to your ticket.
Here it is, all together.
Anybody want the seed bush?
You could have that. Okay.
They are on sale for $13.
Man, I checked most everything. Didn't check that. I feel like there's some on the
So
on the
you're
shelf.
gonna use some of that moss twig.
Yes, I'm gonna make one of them into a curl, a loop, a hoop. Leave 2 of them straight, and then I'll twist the ends. We're gonna wire this right in the middle between. I like to make little hoop-de-doops. Those things work good. We're going to wire them in between these 2 succulents. Here is my stack. I got to wire that all together. It's obviously going to take more than 1 wire to do the job, but we'll get 1 in there for starters. Threading it through everything. Wow, we have to make some adjustments on the fly today if stuff's selling out.
Yeah, a lot of stuff's selling out.
But we have been intentionally letting the inventory not restock, so that's the deal. 20% off is definitely going to strike somebody's fancy. Get some deals today. Get your everyday pieces shipped. They're going to be ideal for blending with your spring. Any of these basic greens. can blend with your spring looks just
Tracy,
great.
thank you for your order. Kaylee, Janet, thank you. Elizabeth, Deborah, thank you. Got some 4th of July going out the door, it looks like. 4th of July is 15% off.
Grab it. It is getting displayed at the store, and I'm noticing how low stock is on these things already. It's really difficult to restock most everything patriotic. All the vendors are experiencing the same thing. This is the year everybody wants patriotic. So add that to your order today too. Okay, so we've got 2 wires. That's the base minimum of what you would need to ensure that your stems stay together. I do use my pliers. Today we're using a Knipex flat lineman's tool, flat nose side cutter is what it is, and that is a lineman's tool for electricians. I like high quality tools because I want them to last for years. Knipex and what's the other brand I use? My 2 favorites. I think they're both German brands.
I couldn't even tell you right now. Off the top.
These are
of my
both
head.
Knipex. The blue one. It'll come to me.
Lineman's tools.
It'll come to me. Okay, those pieces are now wired securely, and I use the pliers to make sure they're stuck down tight, because if you don't, stuff just tends to wiggle right out. Annoyingly, it just does. Okay, that is going over here out of the way. Let's see how we did.
Channel lock.
Channel lock, thank you. So I know Knipex is German. I'm not sure about channel lock, where
I'll
that's
drop
made.
a link in the comments to my Amazon storefront that has the stuff we use.
All the stuff we use, the gadgets.
Yep.
Okay, the moment of truth. You can see I've not shaped it. It's just structurally assembled. Now is the fun part, where you fluff it up, wire it around, and potentially nestle in a candle or something. So these little wingy ivies are great because the succulent's pretty flat. It's going to be nestled down in there. You know what else would be cute in here? This would be really cute with a nest. Our nests would be spring items on sale at 15% off. You could tuck that in for the moment for early spring, and when you get into summer, you could doctor this up with a few red, white, and blue accents. I don't think it would hurt. It has a blue-green tone to it, but I've found that it has enough green that it would certainly lend itself to that. So we've got a nice branch design here that's going to be able to grab onto our, let me spin this around. This is kind of becoming the front here. We can take this little branch and use it to attach to the lantern. All of these little tips here, these small little fine pieces, you can wind them around your finger, kind of like a grapevine, with the little tendrils that catch and wire through. This can come up along with it, this piece of ivy. Trellis that. The ivy is going to give it some dimension. These little moss branches, give those a couple curls so that they show. Wow. I
Love
think
it, Marcia said. Very nice, said Kathy.
like this more than I thought I would.
And this again, Jennifer called it the English Romance Swag. The English Romance Swag.
Mm-hmm. It's
We'll
romancing
give this to
my
Kayla and
lantern.
she'll total it up. I guess I don't have to give Kayla the whole design, do I? I could just give her this bag.
Give her the bag. It's an awesome piece. We could add a... Do I have any candles around me? We did. Where did they go? I had like cream candles earlier. Oh, wait. Even better. You can nestle an accessory in here. That can work.
Sharon.
How do you feel about that? Accessorize it with a candle.
It is 11:45 already.
What? I only made 2 things. I was just taking my time as
That's
instructed,
fine.
but...
We have a few hours, and we have tomorrow, and we have Monday.
So these lanterns are another colorway from where we were at yesterday with lanterns. These vessels are not part of our sale, I'm guessing.
No.
Not part of our sale, but they're blue. So we're showing you blue decor along with the green. Thank you. Linda says she loves it. I love it. I'm loving it. This is the right kind of dusty blue tone. And of course we have our Fia flames in them. Can't go wrong with Fia flames. We showed them yesterday. 2 colors, a gold tone, a regular white tone, two sizes, a baby one, a big one, and those also sit, this little one sits on a broad candle holder. The big one.
I bet Kayla will have that totaled before you're even
okay.
done, which is good.
That could sit in there.
I'm pinning some Fia flames. We have gold color and we have the classic white color.
Mm-hmm.
Medium, large, small, all the things.
So again, if you would like to purchase one, you can send an email, a Facebook message. If you want to make it yourself, we have dropped the links to every component, given you the tutorial. You can always jump back into this video, which will live on YouTube longer than on Facebook. Facebook deletes things after what, 3 months?
30 days, I think?
30 days, hardly at all.
Is it 3 months or is it, I think it's 30 days now.
I don't know. I am not
So yes, email
expert.
us sales@magnoliasonline.com and request the English romance swag. I'll have a total for you in a minute, but you will get 20% off if you order
right
before Monday night.
Love this.
Custom
so
order
pretty.
design perk
Okay.
for buying some of these beautiful designs. But I already saw a few people ordered the pieces for your first design, like Elizabeth ordered the planter, the pothos, the fern, so it looks like she's
fun?
going to DIY that.
Okay, well let's keep going with blues and greens. This is going to knock your socks off over here.
I bet I'll have to type in a skew of that one too.
Okay, let me get this whole mess out.
Let's rotate it.
It's a gorgeous piece
21758.
in a green colorway. I think there could be only one, guys.
It is the last one.
So today's the day. We're showing
The
onesies.
Perel Large Portugal Vase.
Carol, all of these items are being custom made, so they're not products that you can see.
I think it's that button. Facebook has like a button. It's the shopping bag icon at the bottom of the screen. There's like a button of comments that you can comment. So I think that's, yeah.
Well, Carol's watched me long enough. You know.
She knows.
You know where to find stuff. Okay,
That vase was originally $104, made in Portugal, as it says, and it is now on sale for $83. It is the last one.
Love it. Okay, we're not using the blueberry. Did anybody buy these
Nope.
yet? Because there's one full bush and one cut up bush. Sadly, that would have been perfect. But never mind. Never mind. I'm putting it back in its bag and everything, so you can have it. So that happens in our world, that we sell out of things, which is okay. We've got to move.
I have the total for the swag. The English Romance swag she just made, originally $97. If you request it before Monday night, you're going to get it for $77.60.
Oh, well, that's actually a good deal. I thought
Yeah.
it would get worse pricing because I went crazy with all the background pieces.
And you can request if you want the Gothic lantern. I know a lot of you have that lantern already, so let us know in that email too, and we can add that to your ticket.
This lantern is the large. There is a small one. Again, it's a regular priced item, but there's a smaller size. And of course it would nest inside there. That's how small it is. We'll stick with our blue-green color palette today, but the star of the show today is going to be these orchids, and I'm so excited to design with them. Have I made anything with these orchids? I don't remember. But we're gonna make a drop-in for this vase today. I am gonna probably need 3, but I've got 2 here. I've got 1 more, so we'll have 3 total. All right, let me get
So
this
this
sorted.
is going to be a drop-in. The
Featuring
vase
the
is
orchid.
sold separately.
If you buy the drop-in, it will fit in other vases, of course. I can tell you right now, so that you know, run to the vase on your shelf. This is 13 inches, and it's got a span of 10. But it's 13 inches tall, and this piece isn't going to, like, full. I think it'll sort of offset to the side. And we're going to use this as our base structure, which is missing a tag. So
Did you say you're using 2 orchids?
2 orchids, potentially 3, but now we're at 2. And this piece is our Real Touch Soft Frosty Fern. It has some kind of special name. Kate will let you know. That one, you can see by the movement how soft and beautiful this is. It's a silicone-based, dusted, like a powdered kind of product.
Dusty Woodland Fern, originally $18, on sale for $14 this weekend.
And of course it's going to just drop down in there, but we'll use these other stems to wire it to support it.
I'll pull them up as you use them. It's easier for me.
Okay, so I'm going to wire these 2 greens to the fern so that as I'm designing, my fern does not just drop into the bottom of this pot, because that's what's going to happen. This is 2 pieces of this additionally dusty color. But if you look close, you can see some green and, well, is it mauve? Mauve to plum tones. Mauve to plum. Green with mauve to plum. There you go. You both have good views of that there. Thanks for watching today, everybody. We got a lot of viewers on YouTube. Welcome, everyone. If you like if you want to cast it to your television, that's one reason people watch on YouTube. If you want to be able to see a wide version, some of the things that I make that are wide in width show up better on YouTube in the whole. I'm going to cut one of these. Two of those. We need to cut one. So we have staggered height, and then I'm positioning them around my fern. I'm going to use it to structurally support this fern, and then I need to put a quick wire on it so that the situation doesn't fall in to the pot. That's the goal here. Giving him a support stem while staggering the other two pieces in height, because we need to have some sweepingness going on here. Is that a word? Sweepingness? Not really. Not really. So if you are liking this technique, it's just a little sneaky trick to use something shorter. Just pair it up with something taller. Wire that down with a little bit of wire. Keep that neat and tidy. And we'll wire the rest of the things around that after I position them. But that gets me a nice structural base that will ensure that my base is pretty much full. I just paired these frosty greens with this frosty base because who doesn't just love the sereneness of this muted green combo together? So, so pretty. I am going to try 2 orchids next. Here
Thank
comes
you for your order,
the orchid.
Robin.
Can you check this product before I use it? This is
Spirea.
Questionable. Let's make sure we have that. That is also at risk. Okay. And 2 orchids. We know we have the orchids. I don't know how many orchids we have. They are a spring arrival, and this blue color isn't just outstanding. I've actually
we have like 2 boxes maybe.
Seen the orchids like this. I have seen some. Such a different color, but it really does exist. So to get these orchids to do
Mary got the seed bush, Kayla said. Yay.
Did you? Did you take both of them, Mary? Did you take the cut one?
Oh yeah, do you want the cut one?
Do you want the cut one?
Kayla can add it to your ticket if you want.
If you want the cut one, just depends what you're making. Obviously, I shouldn't have cut it without checking, but you can have it if you want it. Okay, I cut that a little shorter. So he is, look at how gorgeous, just nested right down there. Wow.
And then, Jennifer has a name for us, the Dreamy Blue drop-in.
Is Jennifer on it today or
She
what?
is.
Okay, thank you. And then this thing, we're going to take a couple of inches off of him. That is a tough stem. Get that cut. Okay, that works for me. Oh man, I kind of cut that shorter than I should have. Even I make mistakes sometimes, and I'm good at eyeballing this. He needs to be a hair taller.
Can you just wire it to the frame higher up?
I can.
You can.
I can.
You can wire it.
Okay.
I believe in you.
Might need to sew that. I should have just left him a hair longer. Maybe I can slip it behind the wire. I already did.
That's what I would do. I would just wire it higher up because you got a nice base.
You
there.
would. Come on over here and help me.
I can.
Okay.
Do you need help?
No. Next
Mary,
up, Spirea.
If you want that second foliage bush, we have to add it because it's not in inventory because Mom chopped it.
She took it out
but she
the
didn't
moment I cut it.
But we can add it to your thing and send you an invoice for the difference if you would like the second bush that she cut but did not use.
Are Spirea bushes blooming yet? Who has a Spirea bush? Doesn't that look real? It is fabric, like tiny little fabric pieces forming the bloom. Tiny little punched dots paired with, it's the weirdest way they structured it. Paired with foam, like foam dots, foam pellets, and tiny little fabric things. Very crazy. This is straight out of the package, light and airy. We just need one. Make sure I don't cut this off too short.
Okay.
There we go.
She says she'll take the cut one if Mary doesn't want it.
Okay. It is one of those things. I think it's something I should reorder, but later. Later.
After the move. After the big move.
All of our reps are like, do you need something? Everybody's been told, we're waiting, we're waiting. Okay, he's gonna spin around until I get him wired. Which one's shorter? That one's shorter, this one's taller. And then next up, a touch of blue. So the decision is, I know I don't want to use the ranunculus in here. That's too muted. This is a little bit more of a fresh color. So the orchids were a regular priced item. These things are probably spring items. And my decision is to use both or one, a blue baby blossom or a blue wax flower. If I use both, yes, we'll use both. My theory is let's use the lighter tone higher up and the deeper color down low, which will give us a little gradient of a blue accent. So we have to suspend him with wire. We're just wiring a lot of things. And then the baby blossom is available in multiple colors. This is a spring item, so it is spring sale. Spring sale right now at 15 off.
Using 1 in 1?
1 in 1. And we're going to drop the baby blossom lower into the design. There and there, and kind of run it right through the middle so that I can get half of it on each side of the center here. It's kind of like adding a little depth of color down to the base. Yep, there we go. And then we'll be able to fan and flare all these pieces together. How cool is this look? Okay, let's get our wire down here. I'm lifting it out to wire all the remaining stems because, of course, we have one wire on, but we're going to need more for the rest of it.
Where'd you put that cut bush? Oh, here.
Yeah, they're all together. It also, I was just trying to see if I had dropped any leaves while I was at it.
I didn't see any.
Okay. Make sure I didn't when I was cutting them. Okay, that's getting wired. Now I'm dropping my wire down a little ways. Whoops. And that will ensure that, if you just have one point of wiring, it will spin and twist out of your wired connection. So I am in the habit of dropping my wire down. I don't cut it off. I just sort of re-wrap it down, move it down the way and wrap it again so that you've got maybe a 1.5 to 2 inch gap between 2 points of wiring to secure it. Next up, we're going to need bendy vine, and I have an open bush of bendy vine. Do you guys know about bendy vine? Because if you don't, you sure will if you hang out with me. In our little magnolias.
Do you need bendy vine added to this?
I do need a couple strands.
Okay.
And my wire is too short. I'm trying to pull it and use the end and get it to wrap.
Great question, Jeannie. Hello. So these designs, you can buy these designs if you would like to order this, or if one person only orders, then they get Amy's design. So we have it both ways. All of the items are pinned in the shopping bag icon, and you can go through and add them to your cart and buy it and DIY it. Or we'll give you a total here in a little bit. Kayla's totaling them for us, and then you can order it. We'll send you an invoice when it's ready, and that is going to be 20% off these designs for the weekend, for DIY weekend. So either way, you're going to get 20% off this weekend. Getting a good deal.
It is a good deal. This is the bendy vine I'm using a couple of strands of. So it is a new vine. It has a lighter sage color to it, but when you look close, here is a bundle. I cut the strands off. Oh, is this different? Or is this the same?
It looks like it's got some light strands in there.
Okay. This is a mossed bundle. So if you can see it, yeah, you can there. There's little chunks of mossy sections on the vine. New for spring. This is one big bundle of multiple stems. They're about 5 feet long, staggering in length.
And by the way, we're calling this the Dreamy Blue Drop-In. I'll give this to Kayla so she can total it up.
So there's 8 strands, and each strand kind of fans out into, some of them have like little wing off pieces, so there's quite a bit going on here. If you're cutting it apart, it'll last you a while. Let's hang it over here because we'll see if we need that today. but I'm going to use it around my stems. So it does two things. I'm going right in the middle of my strand bunch and crossing it over a couple times and twisting it. Just by hand, but it hides my wire, which is brown, so it's not too showy. It also creates a ligature of sorts. So when I use this in a looped form...
Is that the DE one? Do you have a gold tag?
It is a DE one.
Okay, you want to give me that tag because it's got to come out. Or did you not cut off
that
this?
is just a sample.
Oh, you didn't? Okay,
I didn't cut.
It is. It's
I only
called the Ava.
The Ava bundle. Okay, love it.
It's a newer
So now the little branches, when I pop them in there, they kind of create a ligature that stabilizes. They work so slick to help balance stems in a vase when you're creating drop-ins. Because now, even though it's not exactly touching all points, it will be stable because the vine in the vase is helping it stand upright. It also looks pretty if you're putting it in a glass vase. Then it has some character around the stems. Now I'm just shaping, but I'm going to turn it because the front is right here.
Robin,
Ooh,
that
pretty.
stem was a spirea, and I think I missed pinning that because I don't see it in my... I pinned it again.
That is gorgeous. So I just love the light touch of blue with the wax flower at the top. The baby blossom gets deeper at the bottom. It is not upstaging our orchids. That's the key.
Beautiful.
All the light airy flowers soften the look up because orchids are pretty chunky. So if they don't come in a pot just trying to look like a real plant, then this is a nice way to have them complement.
So
There's
pretty.
kind of a front to it because they're both facing one way, and then it just sort of offsets in this big vase. So that piece is designed and done.
The Dreamy Blue drop-in. We'll get a total here in a little bit, and you'll be able to order it, or all the stuff is linked there if you want to DIY it. That is what this weekend's about. You can go back and watch this replay video on Facebook or YouTube and recreate it when you get your supplies.
So it's 34 inches tall and about 20 inches across, give or take a few. Roughly 20 inches across.
I have a total.
Here's your bundle. You'll get the extra vine hanging off of it.
It is originally going to be like $119.50, but it's on sale for $95.98.
Isn't that pretty?
So if you order it before Monday, you can get it for $95. Again, email sales@magnoliasne.com and say, I want the Dreamy Blue drop-in.
Fabulous. And one person gets the vase. I'm sure we have other vases
Yeah,
it can
linked.
drop into.
So the Dreamy Blue drop-in will be on sale for $95. Just send us.
Let me try
a
before
email.
you take that away. Let me see if it goes in this
Put
vase.
this on.
So for a vase choice, let me see if this second idea works. This is more of that eucalyptus. Look how gorgeous it is when you use it in a massive quantity. So she's already linked this eucalyptus. I've got the pieces in the
I think
design.
it's called the foliage. What is he called?
It was
Adventures Foliage Stem, item number 37.
it was $12.99. So in a vase like this, you could get by with 3 stems if you fan them out.
And what is the
3 to
item
5.
of that vase? EV.
And this is CBV. This is a Crestview.
Okay, CVV.
Oh, here. This is a Stony Brook vase.
Perfect.
Stony does not have an EY. It's S-T-O-N-Y. So 3 stems look nice. This vase is very unusual. I'm kind of going to see.
And that pinned item will take you to both the large and small on our website. Or large and medium.
Large and medium?
Looks like, no, medium sold out. We
Large
have
and
large
small.
and small.
We have these 2 vases, and I think we only have 1 of each. Ooh, that's nice in there.
That's great.
Alternate choice. Isn't
Kathy, you
that
have
something?
these. Kathy, is Kathy watching? Dippled? I think she has these vases.
Kathy has these. They're little pottery discs. So a person could cut off these stems and put them in the short vase down below for a companion piece across the room or across the fireplace or something like that. That would be really pretty. I love the dusty soft color in this gray vase as well. Wow.
Hi, Ruth. Yeah, we started at 11 today and we'll go till 1.
Welcome, everybody who might have
extra
jumped on at
time.
noon. This is the vase close-up. So today we're showing vases and containers, 20% off, along with everyday greenery, 20% off. If you jumped on at our regular noon time slot, I didn't even realize we had gotten to noon.
It is noon.
And all of you are on board. Okay. I better...
hello, welcome to DIY Weekend. This is featuring everyday designs. So all of our everyday greenery and bushes is 20% off. Vases and planters, and our base florals, which are pre-made wreaths, garlands, teardrops. Not too many available for the everyday category, but those are all 20% off today, Friday. I think that's sold anyway, Mom. I'll take that. Okay. Friday through Monday, and on top of it, just because we like being busy, if you want to order any of the pieces that Mom is making Friday, Saturday, and Monday, just send us an email to sales@magnoliasne.com and say, hey, I want that dreamy blue drop-in or the Pothos Haven centerpiece, and we will get you that design for 20% off as long as you order before Monday night.
Might have to step it up.
That's the spiel.
That's the spiel. Let's just make a companion piece with
DIY.
our
How did I miss the news? She said, I don't know. I had a Facebook event. Ruth, you're here every day.
We're going to use the one orchid in this room. I don't know why. I think
it's new.
Is it new?
Do you need me to get you another one?
We can get by with one. I'll use the Helleborus as well. We're winging it today with some wingable designs. Is that a word? This is a picture, part of the collection of sale items today. This comes in 3 colors last I saw. It is, oh, you're going to have to scan it. This is a real one you can use, as in it's not just decorative.
I think I can find that
microwave and dishwasher safe, but it is the beautiful blue color of the orchid we just used, except for he is small enough he can't stand to hold that big orchid. We're going to use the small baby orchid. This is the smallest white orchid in the inventory. It wants to sweep and drape. We'll let him do that.
The last design was the Dreamy Blue Drop-In, and then we need a name for this design if anyone's getting inspired.
We're going to add our Helleborus. That wind is terrible today. What is happening? The Helleborus today is looking like he's going to get cut in 2 pieces. But it's the biggest one we have. We also have some pink-toned and plum-toned Helleborus. They're part of our spring-summer sale in the summer colors.
I think a lot of them are everyday. I think most
Helleborus are the
Helleborus
everyday?
Is everyday. Yep.
Okay. Well, I'm going to cut it where there was a
I remember
seam.
there being a discussion because you wanted them for year-round designing for our everyday pieces.
I have 3 colors. 3 colors in inventory. Okay, that worked out. So now I've got a tall. The piece that was at the bottom is now the tallest one. And the orchid can sweep off to the side for an asymmetrical design. This will just feel like a fresh color. Now, can I use
Orchid
this big
Beauty,
stem?
Terry said. This will be
Sure.
a little Orchid Beauty drop-in.
And then we also have, and try to get this in here, what is this, a sedum spray perhaps? It's also got a ripped off tag. Little tag's missing. This piece is going to get cut in half as well. It has plastic seed berries, which actually makes it kind of heavy at the ends. And then the
Cluster
stem,
seed.
cluster seed.
You're using
stem
the
is,
whole thing?
The stem is flocked. Yes, we're going to use the whole thing, and I'm going to cut it again right where that joint is, and separate the last 2 pieces off of it. Ooh, that's perfect with the picture. Beautiful color. Everything's spinning around, but we'll get it stabilized here shortly. And then this piece, we're going to drop that down into the vase a little bit lower. That's a big
you got
stem.
1 Helleborus, 1 foliage,
One.
1 cluster, 1 orchid. Okay.
Mm-hmm. That's a heavy duty stem.
Ruth said, I totally missed that.
We are here for
now,
you.
Ruth.
You can watch us in
Deborah.
replay.
Yes, so we've made, let's see, is this our 4th design?
I've lost track.
I think this is our 4th design. Kayla's taking the orders. You just need to email her at sales@magnoliasne.com. Love that new short email. And she will take orders for everything. And we've never done it before, but if you order one of these pieces, you're going to get 20% off of them. You just got to let us know you want it before Monday night.
There you go. That's the criteria.
That's the criteria.
Do I want a branchy? Oh, yep, I do. I want that in there.
Okay.
This is the mini leaf spray.
I think I call it the Fiona, maybe.
It's an outdoor safe stem, and the leaves are looking like
Green
fabric,
leaf spray.
but they're actually plastic. They seem they're very soft and subtle.
I'm
Great.
gonna put this on Riley's photography list because
Great
it's
job.
hard to tell the beautiful close-up detail of it.
It's amazing, actually. And this one also is outdoor safe. I'm going to cut this in half. So this is a pretty good trick for using tall stems in a way that is achievable in small designs. Just have to look for the sections. In Fresh Flower World, they're called bracts.
They're called what?
Bracts, a bract,
Never heard of that
B-R-A-C-H-T. It's
Never
the
heard of
section when you're a gardener where you're going to prune at a
Do you want
joint.
me to cut that for you?
I can get it. I just have to start it.
Okay.
They make this guy sturdy as all get out. Okay, he's good for outdoor use. I'm going to put him in a porch pot. Looks like I'm going to either run longer or not make my designs.
Well, you
that I was
also have
gonna make.
tomorrow and you have Monday.
Oh,
The
am I
sale goes
designing
through
tomorrow?
Monday. Mm-hmm. Did you have something else planned for tomorrow?
Well, we have to be at the store because we don't have any staff who knows how to open. So,
So you might just have to do shorter.
well, I might have to set up at the store. It's just
Okay.
not as ideal for a backdrop. Didn't talk about that, did we?
No, I didn't know you had to be there, but I assumed you were designing since we have the sale going still.
I can.
But
I can design. We just need to, I know Monday is no problem. I can be here at the warehouse. Tomorrow with staffing issues, we're going to have to get creative because our warehouse and our store are separate facilities down the road. And the people working at the store are not people who work on a regular
I
basis.
thought Connie was there. She's still
No,
Okay.
Jane was. Okay, gorgeous, gorgeous. It just needs a little shaping. So we've got our wire in place, and let's go this way, this go this way. Love this look. Wow, guys. Okay, it's very gardeny, vibey, and it has.
Are you adding bendy vine to
I
this?
am. I only need one strand.
Okay.
Very garden vibey. We love garden vibey, especially this time of the year. Don't you think? Okay, it's wired well. We got 3 wraps of our wired and our taped wire. If you need supplies, these things were all discussed at the very beginning of the hour. My tape that we sell, our wire that we sell, our foam blocks, and our moss. Those were all linked and listed at the beginning of our live. If you are interested in any of those items, the moss did not come up on sale, but the foam block did.
Yeah, I think they're in different categories.
Yes. So there we did our bendy vine wrap. There we have our loose vines that are going to help support this in our vase. You just sort of loosely da-da-da-da, and you tuck, 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 and it helps stabilize it. Love that idea.
Beautiful, very fresh looking, Deborah said.
The
Beautiful, Pat says.
The mini twig did it, guys. The mini twig gives
Yeah.
it the airiness it was needing.
Okay, I'll give this to Kayla to total up. It's the Orchid Beauty Drop-In. We'll let you know what it comes out to here in a minute.
Just a little soft, airy, pretty thing. Remember, this picture comes in 3 colors. She probably linked only the blue, but it is available. And if you get a wild idea to serve in it, it is microwave and dishwasher safe. So therefore, it's food safe as well. And then our vines kind of look good flopping out over the edge. I'm pulling them back out a little bit. Very pretty. Helleborus, some garden vibey flowers with that single orchid sweeping out. Hope you love that look. It does lend itself well with this blue sedum because the vase and the sedum are the same color. So very nice. Love that look. That might be the end of our blue series items. I was going to switch to white and green is my next plan today. There's so many good greenery pieces. I'm going to have
What do you
to
need?
grab that direction. You can hand me any old thing from that direction. How about start with the vase on the far right on the floor? Yeah, the box is an item. There you go.
Okay. What if we started 15 minutes early and ended 15 minutes early?
When? What?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Like started at 8:45 till 9:45, and then you could go over and open.
Could do that. Yep. This is gonna go somewhere
Okay,
else.
Kayla's got me a total already. So that Orchid Beauty drop-in she just made originally is gonna be $92.99. It's on sale for $74.39.
Okay.
The picture is sold separately, but we can add it to your ticket if you would like it. Just let us know.
$74 for the drop-in. Oh, by the way, the size of the drop-in before I start the next piece.
Yay, Teresa's got 2 orders coming today.
You're gonna have some fun for the weekend. We'll say 23 inches tall, and we just go conservatively at 14 inches wide. Of course, it's quite sweepy.
Yep.
So that's the
Sue's
gist of
got
it.
2 orders coming tomorrow. Here's the ticket for that.
Tomorrow's Saturday. How is that working?
I think they deliver on Saturday.
Deliver on Saturday.
Yeah, they just don't pick up on Saturday.
This is a terracotta crock. It is 6.5 inches across and 7 inches tall. I love it. It's very textured, very matte. Can you see the texture? White doesn't show texture very well. But there is the style of it. Kind of going farmhouse here. Going back to, is farmhouse still a thing? It is, but sometimes it gets morphed into new titles. This is going to be fun. This is a pittosporum stem. It's the most realistic pit I've ever seen. They call it pit for short. Pittosporum is a very fun fresh flower item that a lot of florists use for filler. It's also good just en masse, all by itself in a vase. This one's realistic because the veining is adding to the realism. The two-toned veining texture, very realistic. So that is going to be our base. I'm just deciding if I'm going to cut it, and yes, I'm going to do that thing where we cut it here and separate it.
And this is a drop-in, yes?
This is a drop-in, and it will have a single bendy vine.
Okay. And you're using 1 pit or 2?
2 pits.
2 pits.
2 pits.
2 pits.
And that means I could probably do this here and cut both stems in half. So they will essentially drop in this vase if you purchase this vase, which is how much? The pit is on sale for $10.
Susan, if I go too long between orders being delivered, I get anxiety.
That's funny.
Gotta have a constant stream of goodies.
That sounds like an addiction. I'm not sure.
Funny. A little pick-me-up. Gail, good. Kayla and Connie are the best when it comes to customer service. I am glad to hear it.
Yes, we
Glad
agree.
to hear it. Pretty drop-in, Karen said, getting ready to do a total renovation in her upstairs bedroom and bathrooms. Working on
what are you
cleaning
going
it
to do?
out, getting lots of ideas on what to do and to add the new look happening soon. Oh, that's so fun.
Love it. I did my bedroom bath a couple years ago, and it is. I still am just happy about it. Whenever I use my nice big shower or my nice big bathtub,
Definitely ends up being worth it.
Yes.
I don't think I could convince my husband to renovate our new build house.
I don't think you have a way to renovate your bathroom bigger. It just needs to be bigger.
Well, yeah,
I might
that would be
need
nice.
a third stem. I see I have one.
What do you need?
But they're on sale for
Freesia?
$10. Well, the pit is, this vase might require one more.
I feel like, do you need just another,
Well, I was going to use Snow on the Mountain, but then I was told there's one. So I had to toss it to the side. Do
What
we
about
have another
fern,
item?
Or what about that Springer eye over there? Can we rob that?
No.
No, you want another pit?
I could use part of a fern. I could use the rest, another maidenhair fern. Oh, there is one in those basket nested. Yeah, we're just kind of not having the right thing around me. And the item I intended to use, I found out right before we started, it's gone.
Is this too dark?
Oh, bring me that. Let me check that
Say
out.
feather few.
We've already seen the fern. This was one of the very first things we used, so it's linked at the very beginning of the live. That my favorite maidenhair fern is linked there. Yes, this is the answer. This
Different
is
shape.
a large feather few in green, which reminds me we need to show that gray wreath in that box, but I guess I could get to that tomorrow. Okay, this is a Real Touch item essentially. You can see the movement of things when they're Real Touch because they have a nice flop to them. And that whole bundle is a tape wrapped base. This is going to be the answer for my structural problem of a wide neck vase. So if I drop this down, the secret would be to make it stand with the bottom rows of branches resting on there, and then it will stabilize everything. So let me
The
try to cut that.
Featherfew is $14, and today it's on sale for $11 if you grab it.
Here's a pro tip. Once I cut the tape wrapped base, the tape has started to unravel. So I just dipped it in my pan glue. I gotta let it set for a second. The pan glue dip will ensure that the bottom of the stem does not start unraveling when it's taped, or sometimes they're even string wrapped. That is a very good tip. Just ensure that it's not going to come undone.
Hey, thank you for your order, Rochelle. She got that last Portugal vase. So that is going to Rochelle. Thank you.
Was that the gray one or the big wide green one?
The green one with the orchid. Are you going to get that
green?
drop in too, Rochelle?
That
or are you
vase
going to do a
is
little
so
DIY?
pretty.
She's in Bismarck, North Dakota, which is, I think, where my friend Deb Morlock moved.
Oh, really?
And she works at a clothing boutique there. I miss her so much.
Oh, well, maybe she'll run into her at the clothing boutique.
She's a fiery redhead.
She is a great lady, yeah. You could road trip and go see her.
Maybe when it's warm, but...
Bismarck's pretty far from Nebraska.
Yeah, it's pretty far. She came back once, a few years ago when we got lunch, but yeah, it's been a long time
Look
since
how
I
nice that is.
That looks great.
Now that I've cut it, the bottom row suspends itself nicely on the surface, which is the key to stabilizing everything else. Now it's working as a ligature. So my two stems cut into 4 pieces, once positioned around the center point here, are going to do a much better job of shaping for me. And that will be the final touch for fullness that we need, because there's no leaves on the freesia that are going to do any good at all.
Pauline, do we have Featherfew in a sage color? We sure do, and I believe we have like a garland and a wreath in that too.
There is.
Also, Jennifer gave us a name. Jennifer is on it today.
You're on fire.
The Freesia Moon Drop-In.
Ooh, I like it.
Love it.
That reminds me of moon gardens. I've always wanted, someday when I have my house in the country, it's very soon, moon garden. I'm going to make one, which is all white flowers.
What is a moon garden?
It's all white flowers.
White.
Sometimes people do them as a sympathy type of concept, like in memory of someone. Mm-hmm. And I don't know, otherwise, there could be reasons people make it. Is it true that there are flowers that bloom at night under moonlight? These are freesias that look so real, it seems like you should be able to smell them. To achieve the realism, they used foam. So the foam fabric, I guess, it's a foam fabric, is what is stabilizing the shape, so that if it were fabric, the flower blooms would collapse. But these stay nice and bright and open. We're going to use 2 of those today.
2 of those, okay. Rochelle, she works at, I think it's called Mainstream Boutique in Bismarck.
Mainstream Boutique.
I think she's worked there since she moved there quite a few years ago.
She is retail with Kate. That's how you met her. So.
Yes. Oh, Kimberly is on her way to our shop today to pick up some orders and to do some shopping. Enjoy. Lucky Duck, you get to go see everything in person.
I just worked this morning on the patriotic display at the front door, which still needs some love. Riley's on it. It is hard to keep up with all the moving around of the things. And that's what we were doing in the last few days. We've really been changing up the store. I am...
How many ranunculus are you using?
Using 2. Okay. These ranunculus are so great. The center is what I'm excited about. Why did they wire the plastic on the stems? Let me figure that out.
Kimberly said, bonus, she gets to eat at 411. I love that place downtown. My gosh. Me too. We go there all the time.
My husband was gone, so last night I treated myself to a salmon salad, grilled salmon salad. Look at the centers. Those are the best. If you were doing a wedding, these are fantastic wedding flowers. They look so real. So what I'm going to do, ooh, so pretty, is cluster the ranunculi. Is that the plural of ranunculus? Are they ranunculi? Put those down low, opposite each other, and they're going to tuck low, and then let the freesia sprout up. So 2 low ranunculus, and it's going to be sharp. Now I glued the bottom of these because whatever wire is inside there, once I cut it, the wire wanted to slip out. So I don't know what that's about, but I dipped it.
Karen Turtlet said her daughter just landed in Amsterdam for the Tulip Festival and Fields. Oh, I miss it.
Yay.
I know there's the Nelson Produce. They have their little tulip field, but I just don't.
We might feel disappointed.
I know. It's just nothing compared to.
It's the Nebraska
Holland
version.
It's just.
They're doing what they can, but there's 700 acres that they're claiming.
I think so. It's one of the most beautiful things
acres?
I've ever seen. And we went twice in the same week. Oh, fun. Rochelle said it's down the boutique that Deb works at is down the street from her work. Third building down. Oh
okay,
my gosh,
you go
cool.
find her.
If you go in there, you find the redhead Deb Morlock, and you tell her Kate says hi, and she misses her, and they called me Princess at work for obvious reasons.
Did they?
Terry said, I'm making my order as we go. Yes, I was Princess.
Okay,
That's because we found out we were distantly related to, was it Norwegian royalty? And I found out in college, and so then everyone was calling me Princess. Because we were related to Norwegian royalty.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot about that.
Renee said there's a morning glory white flower that blooms at night. Oh, for a moon garden.
There we go. That's what I want. I want a moon garden. Okay, Kate, I need one bendy vine added on, some standard labor for the drop-in.
Yep, got both of those already.
And that is going to be perfect. Perfectly balanced white and green situation.
And Jennifer already gave us the name of the Frisia Moon Drop-In. Absolutely gorgeous name. Frisia Moon Drop-In. Can I give this to Kayla to total?
Yes. Okay. I'm just making sure it's wired well. And then, of course, we wrap that with some bendy vine. And this is a little vase that I think I said was 7 inches tall. So if you've got a vase at home that is ranking in the 7-inch family, the opening, the diameter is maybe only 5 inches at the top there. You could use this in a crock. I could totally see this in a Red Wing little crock or some kind of crock idea. It would be awesome. Simple, simple. We probably have other vase. Oh, can you hand that cream vase over? That is right on the countertop all the way to the left. It's the same size and shape. The cream vase, yes. It would be an alternate option.
Can I have the ticket for that little drop-in?
Yeah, can you undo it? There we go. So that bendy vine strikes once again and helps us display our upright stems. Shape, shape, shape. If you get this at your house and you need to potentially shape it, don't forget to do so. Always things travel pretty well with our shippers, but I assume flower arrangements get a little squished in packing. So don't be afraid to bend them. Everything we design with is durable and will withstand lots of bending. Better to shape it than leave it squished. There we go. Love that look. So this vase is the specifically very white vase. The other one I'm going to show you is cream, and side by side you can make your decision on what color you like. I have.
Terry said, "You're a Viking."
You're a Viking.
The Norwegian royalty. I just might be. I am very sturdily built.
She is sturdily built.
I'm sturdy, and I always joke that's the German side, but I am quite Norwegian.
So this white container and these uber white flowers are a great match. Let's see how we feel.
Terry said, my favorite design today, just simple.
Simple is sometimes the way to go. We definitely know it's influencer worthy. So here we have a cream crackle top finish and a textured ecru base. This one is very similar in height.
That one's called the Lexi.
Very
yes,
similar.
It is. It's $12 off today if you get it for the DIY weekend deal.
Ah, it's coming up at $46 and change. Equally beautiful in there. If you prefer ecru paired with white, how do you like that look? I have one more potential option. Let's see if it works.
Wendy just received her order. The single hydrangea stem is so pretty. The petite fern bush is perfect.
Oh, yes.
Oh, good.
Yes, yes, yes. Very good things. We have lots of great ferns.
There is the total there for you.
Okay, we are at $104 on sale for $83.60.
The Frisia Moon Drop-In.
$83.60. So we've got 2 choices. Choice number 3, let's try it out. Oh, this is a very white vase with a fern print. I love it in here too. I love it in here also. We have a great winner for versatility, obviously.
And all the vases are 20% off this weekend.
So you've got the fern one, or do you need to scan
I
something?
think it's called the leaf vase.
Yeah, it's not called fern. I don't know why. It should be. Fits in there perfectly.
Large green leaf vase.
Similar in height, a little bit narrower. The design still forms itself well. And it has a companion that's smaller. So the leaves are impressed in, they're like embossed into the smooth ceramic. The leaves are matte and the image is pressed in. The bottom is matte as well, and it's got a really friendly shape to, you could just drop ranunculus in here, or a simple fern would look good in there too. So now we've got all the different variations. All containers on sale for the weekend. If you're watching in replay, these special prices will last through Monday the 20th. This also would look great if you wanted to put a couple, like split a bunch of white tulips and add them to this. So pretty. Tulips might feel a little bit more seasonal. If they do, you could pull them out. So I don't see those little clips that you had wherever the...
Oh, I'll get it.
Mm-hmm.
You gonna do this one next?
Mm-hmm. Okay. This is a lot of good stuff. We're on a white trend right now. And I need to get my
Bobby,
pot
to
prepped.
order any of these custom designs, you can email us at sales@magnoliasne.com. I also posted it in the comments. And if you want to order the items and DIY it, which we encourage, it is available in the shopping bag icon at the bottom of your screen.
So
And it's a DIY weekend.
It's a DIY weekend. The point is to DIY it. But we find a lot of people in the past when we didn't offer the design service were requesting it. So now you can do it both ways.
Yeah.
I've got a pile of goodies. This is primarily UV protect items. Maybe 3/4 of it is. This thing is. And I'm using some design foam in my pot that I also sell.
Oh, Ruth said, my geraniums, lavender, clematis, ferns, pink lantana, and all previous year's buys from you went out this morning. So she's designing.
You're on it. You know what? Tis the season. Mine is all lined up, ready to go. I need to stay home a day and work on my house. And when I do, I will be doing a video. I will do a video when I do my planters. Okay, so the decision about how I want to use this design foam. I think the verdict is 3/4 of a piece in the bottom, and then 1 full piece in this direction.
So 2 bricks of foam.
Unfortunately, I have to use 3 because we don't have any, like, Well, it's not going to be quite 3, so it'll be just shy of 3.
Got it.
I'm going to do this and this. For stabilizing the sides. Yes.
Black round
there we go. Okay. This is available.
Did you take the tag off the
I
pot?
did not, and I'm not
just
going to
don't
try.
forget.
So what we have is a plastic pot we sell. It is meant to be a liner pot, but if you want to add weight to it, I dipped this in glue. If you want to add weight to it, you can use it outdoors. If you are expecting it to get rained on, which these flowers will be fine, then maybe just get some holes drilled in the bottom. This is not a heavyweight planter, so it won't be hard to punch a little drill through it. You just don't want water sitting in that because, you know, yuck. So all the options. It can then also drop into a liner pot. This is a 10 by 10, so you could set this in a 12 by 12. I have to think. And if I were building this with the materials I normally use, I use underneath these 2 bricks, I use a foam that might have just been in shipping, like something, usually we use the foam that comes with our window coverings to build the base up, because my stems aren't going to go through this whole block of foam. I don't need the expensive foam on the bottom, but I needed to build it up. So a pro tip would be save your cheapy white foam to use underneath your good foam as a build up for it. We're going to revisit our branch that we used before, the mini leaf branch. which you can see this height is going to be great for this planter. The mini leaf branch comes in to play here. And then we're having another companion branch, both of which are outdoor safe. So we're switching gears to our UV product. A little bit about that. Up to date, we've been selling all of our spring floral stems on sale, but we haven't had our greenery on sale. If you want to grab greenery today, this is the day for everyday stems at 20% off. So all that UV product, wow, this is a tough stem.
Is that the mini leaf spray
It
again?
is. All the UV product that we have been showing along with our flowers hasn't been on sale today. It will be. So you're going to find multiple UV ferns. You're going to find tons of different greens that trail and drape. Tomorrow I might have to get to the hanging basket. What time is it?
Ruth said, what I do isn't designing. Pretty stems in pots, I call it.
You are designing. Yes, you are. This is the next one we're using. It's a bud.
I can never remember the
bud,
name.
something bud spray. Brown berry. I think they call it a berry stem.
It's a green berry.
It's berry. It's a berry on a branch.
Green berry branch.
And because it's plastic and the material it's made of, this is an outdoor safe item.
Bobby, I sent you a message, so Kayla will pick it up from there if you send us your email. And if you didn't know, we ship from Nebraska. If we are making this piece for you, it's going to be made to order.
I need to show you the inside. This is an important point for designing to learn, everybody. I am not putting my branches in the middle of the pot. You can if you're building your pot in the round, but my pot will be built with the focal point out here at the front. And this is the back, so I'm leaving all kinds of space so that I can work from back to front and create nice depth. Often I see my new designers make the mistake of starting those branches in the middle and then they work forward and then there's a big hole in the back and it falls forward. So just for balance purposes, that's what we want to do. Next up is this gorgeous Stephanotis bush. I have never had one of these to sell you before, but it is, in addition to being a Stephanotis in a bush, it is
I've been
UV.
reaching for that one a lot lately for designing.
It's a great looking deep green. It has realistic blooms in fabric. It kind of looks like jasmine also, but Stephanotis is kind of a wedding flower. Look at how it vines. I've never grown one. I have seen it growing. I think it was growing when we were in the Dominican.
I don't remember that. I was in the room most of the time. Sick.
There we go. And it has this one trailing, so I have to decide if I want to let it trail or if I want to trim and shorten the trailer and put it in at a lower level. So I'm going to dip that in glue.
Teresa, all of the items are in the shopping bag icon at the bottom of the screen, so you can fill your cart and DIY. Or if you would like to order one of the finished pieces, you can email us or message us. Our email is sales@magnoliasne.com.
That's the game.
Yep. And you can just give us the name, like the Frisia Moon drop-in, and then let us know if you want the container she designed it in.
Next up is this ivy. It is a new UV item.
I think that's
and
the Napa. Is that the Napa?
we're doing a dusty look today, so let's get some dusty stems going in here as well. This is the only UV Protect Dusty Green item. Oh, I just glued my shirt. UV Protect Dusty Green item, and it's a giant leaf also. You can get a good look at the veining. It is meant to be outdoors and weather well. So when we do UV product, it's extending the life outside. It is not preventing it from fading. It is lengthening the life that it can be outside before it starts fading. Some of these we just don't know how long they will last. We test them in our own home. We test them outside our store. We keep them in harsh climates just for that purpose, to see what we can get out of them. Okay, it looks like this whole planter is going to just have trailing things going on.
Love it.
Dipping that in my glue back here. This piece, just like all the rest, will be for sale as well.
Julie, thank you for your order. Barbara, thank you for your order.
Order? Thank you for your order.
Your order.
If you want some butter, we can send some butter with your order.
don't know why butter was the first thing that thought of.
Because that is a SNL skit, Saturday Night Live skit, with like Baba Streisand or Baba Walters.
I don't know. I remember Sweater Weather. That's the only one I remember.
Before Sweater Weather was Baba, how do you say Barbara? Funny. But they were making fun of her with a skit, and it had to do with butter. I'm pretty sure it was Barbara Walters, but it could have been Barbara Streisand. Does anybody remember?
It was a very specific thing.
Like butter. Everything in the skit was like butter.
Staghorn.
Staghorn fern, UV protected. I just fanned it out in nature in pots. I've had one before. I killed it, but when it was alive, it was much bigger. Like the structure of each leaf was large, large, large. So this is different.
Robin said, Kate, for the white geranium spray, is that the same thing Amy uses as a trailing spray? Yes, the single stem you can use. It's great for hanging baskets.
There's two different white geranium sprays.
Well, I'm assuming you're talking about the UV one.
One's
Robin.
UV and one is not.
Yeah. Oh, Sharon's got a name. The Moonlight Dreams
Ooh,
Porch Pot.
Nice call. I love the texture of this thing popping out of the dense ivy. Isn't that nice combo?
And this one is...
We also have to shape the heck out of that.
Half UV, 1, 2, 3.
This is not a UV product.
A lot of it's UV.
This does well outside, but it isn't making any claims for UV, just so you know that.
I'll say 60% UV.
Can you hand me that Canterbury bell over there?
Campanula?
Yes, thank you. Campanula, Canterbury bell, same kind of situation. I'm gonna have
Sue's liking this one already.
I'm gonna have to shape this a lot, but let me get my stems in here because I have to spin it.
Spendy, ma'am.
Is it getting spendy? Mm-hmm. Should I not put this in? We're debating.
It needs it, I think.
It needs it?
Personally. Comments, do tell. I don't have a calculator. Kayla will calculate it, but the Stephanotis is 26, the Napa Ibis 32.
Okay.
She's not designing for price. She's designing on vibes.
True. I'm not worried about the price, but they do add up. FYI, it's the nature of it.
Which you can save if you DIY it. It's
yes.
a great way to save.
In fact, all of these stems that I'm using right now, you could put them right into your dirt planters. Your planters from last year filled with dirt. Go for it. Just stick these stems right in the dirt. You won't need foam. You could design the same concept together. Just leave the rooted items in there and cut the tops off all of last year's roots, and you'll have a stable dirt structure. I do need a second white thing, but we don't have one, so
yes. And if we make it for you too, if you need no Campanula, that is just fine.
Right.
No,
I can just use this mini Cosmos.
Okay.
It'll be a small airy flower, but that'll just make the whole look quite airy.
That's got yellow on it.
Yeah, let's just use this mini Cosmos. This comes in multiple colors. It's super versatile. I really like the blue. You could put blue in here and use
blue is
multiples.
not outdoor safe, though.
No, the light blue. There's kind of a light blue one that I think would be okay, but the dark blue one does not like to be outside getting wet. Okay,
Hi,
it
Kathy.
is glued in. That helped.
Pulling up my links here.
Okay, so we've got a balance of white visually. It could maybe use 2 of the tall stem, but it's fine.
Campanula.
The Campanula could have a pair, but it is just
I think
one.
the Springerite needs a little S curve in it. They're feeling very straight.
Yes, everything is too straight. So she's making a good point. Let me hold this back. Do you see how awkwardly
Might need to go lower on
stiff?
YouTube.
How awkwardly stiff these stems are sticking out and not draping. In nature, if that was growing, it would drape much more. So what you want to do when you're shaping it is give it some bends and some curves and soften up all straight lines, because in nature, you see I'm just literally wiggling it back and forth to soften the straightness. She's pointing out the Springerite needs like little wiggles in the stem, and when you do that, it starts looking fuller.
This is a stunner, Ruth said. Is that everything? Can I give this to Kayla?
Yes. Okay. Well, thank you. It's a good combo if you were doing an all-white front entryway against a dark house. That could actually be really beautiful. The ivy also is feeling a little stiff, so everything's just getting a bend. And if it's going to grow where it's going to hit the ground, it would, of course, in nature, it would drop and then it would flip up. So you can shape that way. That is 2 hanging baskets. So I will make the wired one and maybe the little one and maybe not the other one today. Shaping all this ivy. You can see me shaping it from the back here. Just bending it, bending. Get it to bend and flip up. Notice I also used no moss in the outdoor planters. It is just something that's going to get mildewy and dirty and grungy, or the birds take it for their nests. So I don't bother if I'm using outdoor planters. If you can look in and see the foam, oh well. There you go. Now we have shaped it and softened it so it's a little bit more realistic. Love that look. She's going to add that up for you and see where we came to. Let me measure it quick. But she's got the note, doesn't she?
Yep.
It is 26 wide. We'll have to write that down.
I'll try to remember.
3 numbers. 26 by 40.
She will always remeasure it later too.
Okay.
Otherwise.
By 16.
Marcia said, shape, shape, shape. And if you think you're done, you shape some more.
Shape some more. We should have been taking pictures. Here's a picture for you.
Camera.
Oh yeah, no cameras. They're all on the stands.
They're on the stands.
Okay, this is a great one. And if you have these pieces at home and just drop them into your real planter, away you'd go. If you have more real estate to cover, get a different ivy.
I didn't get the tag off that pot, so maybe she'll find it.
Okay. I don't have the ability to get that tag off either.
No, that's fine.
Last item of the day. I have 10 minutes to make a hanging basket. Okay.
Oh, you'll be fine.
I'm getting tired all of a sudden.
Well,
there we go.
sure.
We're going to have to go quick. We have all greens, 20% off, guys. This is the day. This is the day. If you're watching it through the weekend of April 20th, good for you. Monday, April 20th is the last day of the sale, and you'll be able to get
That is gorgeous,
all
Terry
of
said.
these. I love it. Maybe that's my new inspo for my house. We'll have to see. Okay, we're going to use a non-exciting hanging basket. You can get these from anywhere, any garden center, even Walmart. Nothing special here, but we're going to keep the cost down with this structure. This one is a 10-inch diameter, I think. Yes, 10-inch diameter. I'm going to flip the hanger underneath it. We're going to use a combo of ferns and see if I'm missing anything. This is the winner. So the hanging basket has 1 block of foam. It got glued into the cocoa liner, and then do you see that little strip of moss? The moss is only there because underneath or over top of the moss is a wire, and it's wired through the cocoa liner so that if the foam is glued to the cocoa liner, it still could all come out. So we wire over the top of it and through the whole situation so that this isn't coming out of your holder. You never know what's going to happen with the wind where this is going. I don't know. How crazy is it where you live? And then this is the smallest fabric fern UV protected that we have in our collection.
It's called the Cleo Boston Fern.
They are interesting in that this one and a couple of the bigger sizes from the same group have this frosty new growth center. It's flocked and it has the little curled fronds. There you can see them, the little fiddle fern centers. That is a fun little finish to this fern. Gives it some character. I am going to shape out and fan and curve. You can see how I'm wrestling with it. And also occasionally these sections need to be separated. They stack on top of each other.
Okay, while she's shaping, I have a price for the giant Moonlight Dreams porch pot that Mom just did. Originally, it's going to be $190, on sale for $152.40 this weekend.
$150. Okay.
Send us an email to sales@magnoliasne.com to order yours. Email us before Monday night in order to lock in that sale price.
That's all you have to do.
Yep.
You don't have to pay for it. You just got to ask for it.
Ruth, we are not doing patriotic this weekend, only every day. We do have plans to schedule a patriotic DIY weekend, so watch the Facebook events for that.
It's probably going to be in 2 weeks.
2 weeks, yeah.
2 weeks from today. Okay, this is a 10-inch pot, and this is the small fern. So does that give you an idea of how much that takes up, how much space it takes up in our basket? And that would be the smallest fern. If you put the next size up in the ferns in this basket, it would probably completely cover and drape over the basket if that was a goal, and you wouldn't need any extra items. But I wanted to do a mixed combo, which is similar to the one I did for my neighboring coffee shop.
That's the Real Touch Joy
Lobby.
Fern. Originally $13, on sale for $10 today.
This is fun because it is a good trailer, and you could either cut one long piece off of it. It has 3 trailing segments. I'm going to try to lay it out 3 sides of this basket. Let me insert it and then try to fan it around. I think it will do that. Let's see if it will cooperate. There we go. Now the hanging baskets, do they come up on sale this weekend? Like the other one beside you?
I bet so.
And there we go.
Yeah, they do come up on sale this weekend.
Okay, so hanging
And
baskets.
you can just search hanging basket on our website and they'll all pop up.
You're not going to find this one because we buy this one locally just for the purpose of keeping costs down on some of our designs. But the one beside Kate that I could hold up
That's okay. I don't want to. I have this pulled up.
you have
already.
this?
Yeah.
Okay. There are 4 upgraded larger woven baskets that are.
I'll just drop a link in the comments. I think that's probably
There you
cleaner.
go.
'Cause
They're
we have a lot.
very elegant. Yes, they're all about 12 inches in diameter, and they would give you a bigger base to start with and also a much prettier look than the utility one I've got. This is a Boston fern in plastic for UV coating. It's going to hold up in the weather, and it's trailing and nice and drapey. It doesn't have wire in the fronds, so that's how you're getting that nice drapey look. And I sort of offset my fern just a hair so that I could tuck this fern off to the side, giving us 3 fern textures in one basket. Fun idea, I like that. Okay, let's pop that in there. And it is going to need to be arranged a little bit. Now you got some ferns happening up in here. Nice, nice, nice. Depends where you want that big joy fern to go. And the goal for our neighbor when we did these designs was to get long draping trailers because they hung them high over their coffee bar outside.
Fun question. Stacy is wondering if we'll do tropical designs at some point. Yes, we do need
Sure.
to do a summer DIY weekend. We have summer and patriotic that we still want to do, so I better get on Monday, start working on making those Facebook events so you can look forward to that. And then Janice, if you want to DIY, you just simply put the items that she's showing in your cart and check out as normal.
Right.
And you can watch the replays anytime. So it is just simply the stem price, and then if we
watch a
design it
replay.
for you, then we'll of course charge for the basket, the foam, and the labor.
Okay, this was the rest of my fern. So I am using the other half
Beatrice?
of the fern that was from this morning. The very first item I designed with, I was showing you how to pull the fern fronds out of the little plastic cap to get extra wired stem length. That's the only reason I pull it apart. But there's a little hole back here. And if I add the remainder and use up my maidenhair fern, that would give us 4 kinds of fern in one basket, and that is a cool idea.
Hey, we need a name.
I like
it's
it.
UV Protect.
You know, I have a
something
name.
basket.
I'm
Oh,
naming this one.
Okay.
It's the Fern Frenzy.
The Fern Frenzy. The UV Protect Fern Frenzy.
So this is fern number 4. We have 4 ferns for the Fern Frenzy hanging basket. I like that.
Okay.
I'm a fern
UV
person.
Protect Fern Frenzy hanging basket. I will get this to Kayla and she will total it up for us. And yeah, good question, Janice. So if you just want to add all of these items to your cart, you can just DIY it at home, and it is encouraged to flex your creative muscles.
We love it. We love it that you're learning the tips and tricks of the trade. These DIY events, whenever we have them, feature a special sale, which is varied, and we don't ever do the same thing twice. You'll always see something new. We have a lot of different ideas for you, and just go back through our YouTube channel. If you're watching on Facebook, YouTube gives you an opportunity to cast it to a TV and watch it larger when it's live.
Which is helpful if you're DIYing.
And on your iPad, you can pinch and zoom, so that helps. It is all videos from previous DIYs and the one we're doing today. They live on Facebook in playlists, or in YouTube.
Great question, Jeannie. She said, how do you get the chain up again?
I clip it off.
We strategically buy the clip-off chain.
So you take the little clip. I usually take the chain off while I'm working and then put it back on, but you just unclip it and flip it up, or hang it down and reclip it, which we will do later. But that's, all of them come apart. There you go. Check it out. We're going to spin. Spin.
Fern says, I like Fern Frenzy because she is a frenzy. So Kayla's going to total this one up for us, and we're going to go back through all of the designs now, so that way you can see them and send us a message if you would like to order them. If you want to just, you can just set them behind you or something.
Okay.
Wherever.
There we go.
We'll go back through them in order, and then, okay, so now all of these are going to be made to order.
Recap.
If you would like to make the, if you would like us to make it for you, this is a recap. If you want to order any of these pieces, you'll simply email sales@magnoliasne.com and say, I want the
Pothos Haven centerpiece. Pothos, P-O-T-H-O-S. Pothos Haven.
How much is it?
Centerpiece. $86, and it will come up at 20% off, so we think it's around 60
that wouldn't have a price.
some dollars.
Something like that,
64-ish, right in there. Bendy vine with moss for texture and interest, but otherwise a very simple, unique piece. Next up, we made a blue-green sort of combo, aqua blue-green and dusty. This is called the English Romance Swag. So it is this piece, which is resting inside here. Could be used straight and flat, could be hung vertically or horizontally. It could lay in a tray, but we wound and twist it onto this lantern, which is a regular priced item, but also in our online store. And this piece features 2 succulents in the middle. So those of you that didn't catch the first hour, you would find this now in replay on Facebook and on YouTube. That is good to go. Then we designed I don't know if I'm going in order. We did this giant drop-in.
I knew I was missing
over
one.
Here. Someone has already nabbed the green vase, but we do have this drop-in designed and called the Dreamy Blue drop-in, on sale for $95 with the 2 orchids. Isn't that outstanding? This is my favorite. I love it. I love that one. So that is a gorgeous drop-in. Again, on sale for $95. It's quite large, very tall, and it's matching this vase, and its matching vase in the short version are part of our 20% off sale today on all containers in the online store. So vases and containers, pots, planters, anything in that category. So it's both decorative vases along with pots that hold plants. This little pitcher is part of that sale. We have multiple colors and many different types of pitchers, but the design that I created on sale for $74 is the Orchid Beauty drop-in. This blue sedum is unique and special. That is on sale today too. All these white flowers at 20% off through Monday the 20th. I love the fact that we can get you everything on sale this weekend. Everything, because of course our spring and summer items are already marked down. And then we also did this drop-in that is chunky for a short 6 to 7 inch container. This is on sale for $83.60. It's the Freesia Moon. Freesia is spelled F-R-E-E-S-I-A. So you're emailing us at sales@magnoliasne if you would like any of these. You can Facebook message. That is the white design for the drop-in that I did. We did the porch pot, which has now come up and been totaled at $152 on sale. That's a doozy. Really large design. It is a 10 by 10 planter. You can use the planter as a liner. You can take the stems and buy them all individually and put them in your dirt pot. We'll make that for you if you would like. And also the companion piece in the basket that was your hanging fern today. That one, again, to recap, is going to be called the Fern Frenzy. It's $90.79, $90.79, this whole big fern that you can't kill. Use it for multiple years. I had used them last year at our neighboring coffee shop, and these pieces still look great this year. So I know they're holding up well. Okay.
Sharon's wondering if you can show
this.
that.
And it comes
with
in
the last drop-in, she said.
Okay, it comes in a beige color as well.
She's just wondering about the green.
Here is the green option.
Also pretty.
Take a look. If you own that green one, maybe that you need that drop-in. It's definitely an airy, open, and loose, summery vibe to this drop-in.
Beautiful.
Did we get it all, Kate?
I think so. So send your orders to Magnolias NE, or sales at magnoliasne.com. But you can DIY any of these pieces just by filling your cart with the goodies. All of the items are in that shopping bag icon at the bottom of your screen. So you are welcome to DIY or ask one of our designers to make that piece for you, and both are welcome.
So we'll be back Saturday. Sounds like we're going to arrange to design here.
I think, do we want to decide? I feel like I would just start at 8:45 to 9:45, and then you can go to the store at 10. Does that work?
That would work. Mm-hmm.
So everyone plan on being here at 8:45.
I think that we won't be able to do YouTube though.
No, I wasn't planning on doing YouTube Saturday.
Okay, but we might on Monday.
Today, but we might on Monday.
So recap for everyone who's watching and finding the replays. We're going to do a live at 8:45. We'll have to make a post to remind you all.
15 minutes early.
And that will allow us, we don't have enough staff tomorrow, so the two of us will then be able to get to the store to open at 10. But 8:45 tomorrow, Saturday, the 18th. And we will design again on Monday. So catch us on Facebook only Saturday. And Monday we'll probably be able to do both again.
Yeah.
YouTube and Facebook on Monday. So that's just the limitations of the staff we have around. Kate's gone for the weekend. Mm-hmm. So Riley will be with me tomorrow. She's going to be fast fingers. She will be with me here. Yes.
Okay.
We will have Mary and Kelsey at the store.
Wait, I'm not here tomorrow?
Tomorrow you're going on a marathon run, right?
No.
It's not tomorrow?
No. That's the first weekend in May Jordan has his marathon. I don't know. I was so confused.
Oh, I thought you were gone.
No.
Riley oh God, guys, we don't know what's happening up in here. So.
No, his marathon's like May 3rd.
So we are live here tomorrow.
Crazy.
No problem. You could do 2 videos tomorrow as well.
Did you think I was gone?
Yes.
Oh,
I thought you were gone.
I was so confused. I was like, why would Riley need to come here? Yeah. No, I mean, why don't she could just come and I'll just stay
All right. We do not need to change our time slot then.
Okay, we'll be live at 9.
Oh my gosh. We're live at 9 tomorrow.
Put it on your calendar.
I'm tired.
Okay. All right.
Did you guys get that? Thanks for watching and replay and hearing us ramble, but we'll catch up with you tomorrow at the same time, 9 a.m. here at the warehouse with more live design. We'll see you then. Bye-bye.